If everybody's ready, we'll call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum present. We have agenda item number 2, approval of the minutes. Did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes from our May 11th meeting?
Yeah, everything looked good to me.
Move to approve. This is Jack.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, motion carries. Sorry for having difficulties getting on. Thanks for waiting for me. Okay, we have agenda item. Let's go back to the top. Hang on, Jonathan keeps making it full screen and then he keeps covering up what I had open.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm totally blaming Jonathan. My bad. We have consideration of a letter of design approval for exterior building design located at 135 West Walter Street.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay.
Just give me 1 second, I'll bring up the case. Right, Commissioners, Legacy Music Studio has been operating in Louisville's Old Town Design District since 2017 off of Main Street. They're looking to expand their business and move to a new location at 135 West Walter Street, which is located directly behind City Hall. This property is currently used or was used as a single-family residential, and they're looking to add a roughly 2,500 square foot addition to the rear for more classroom space. Here on this page, you can see the satellite image of the house as it is right now, and then the proposed what the building footprint will look like after this addition. As far as the design of the house, it's roughly staying the same. The addition is going to match the folk Victorian architectural style that the house has. They're proposing new paint and windows along the siding and the door. Now the paint is going to be painted a fairly neutral white color, as seen in an exhibit up here. And then the door is proposed to be painted this Dignity Blue, which is not in the Sherwin-Williams historic color palette, and staff doesn't have an issue with it as only the doors being painted bright color. As far as the addition, like I said, it's maintaining the same architectural elements, including the window styles, etc. And they are proposing 2 stucco areas on the east and north elevations that are proposed to be used for murals in the future. Now, since these murals aren't facing public right-of-way, they won't be subject to Old Town Design Review Committee approval. Moving forward, after the design is approved, the next step would be for the applicant to submit an Old Town Development Plan, which is the civil review process. Are there any questions? And here are some renderings of the building.
The blue, I think, is also a color in their logo. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. Say again, Amanda.
The color of blue, that's in their logo design, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually kind of like it. It makes it kind of pop and a little fun. A little splash of color does the neighborhood good. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns?
I don't have any problem with it.
Curiosity more than anything else on the perspective that's being shown now. Is there going to be any landscaping associated with the walls with either with the high windows? Is that just
there? That would be addressed in the civil side. But yes, probably we do have some directly underneath some of the windows would probably be the ADA ramp, but we do have some areas where landscaping could be applied in there. And we also, one of the things that's not really represented on that plan, I believe it was shown on the site plan. We've kind of designed around some of the trees. So like on the west side, where the house sort of steps in, we're keeping a very large tree over there. And we've routed the parking around one of the front trees that's quite large. So the existing treescape that's in the area also is pretty much all staying, I think, except for maybe one tree.
Okay, that was the curious question. And if you could go back to the original perspective that was being shown, right there. I noticed on the, what would you call that? The area under the eave, I guess. You have a heavy blue line. Describe that detail a little bit to me. What am I seeing there?
Not sure.
Okay, so working from left to right, you have the porch, then you have the wall with the window. Above that, there is a triangular element.
Oh, that black thing.
That's actually existing. They've got a little eyebrow roof that goes across, separating the fish scale siding from the lower one.
Okay, and thank you for describing the fish scale. I think it's very attractive.
And this is the elevation that is going to face the fencing with the new townhomes, right? So this is really not even that visible from the road as you're coming or going, if I recall.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, does somebody have a motion, or is there any further questions?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Just a reminder, I know that one was a unanimous, but for the purposes of these being the online meetings, if we can do a roll call vote, just to make sure it's captured.
So do you need me to make the motion again?
You want to do?
No, I don't think so. I think if for the purposes, Amanda, you can just state all were in favor, just so we have that captured.
Okay, so all are in favor.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're excited. Can't wait to see it.
Good deal.
We're excited too.
Good. All right, we have agenda item number 4, consideration of a letter of design approval for exterior building design located at 105 East Main Street. Let me jump back down to that one as well.
Also, making sure everything was there, so human resources. Okay.
Unify Motor Company building, which is located at 105 East Main Street, is traditionally housed auto-related uses here. They're looking at revamping this existing building and creating a space for a mixture of uses, a restaurant or retail at this location. So the following changes are being made to the existing elevations. There's going to be a new coat of paint on the stucco. This paint color is a neutral paint color. Though it's not from the historic set, generally with neutral colors, that hasn't been historically an issue. There's new windows and doors for the elevations, as you can see in these elevations right here. One thing to note is that the overhead doors are being turned into just window features as opposed to the overhead doors. There's new proposed black steel awnings around the building, as well as new brick on a portion of the building that traditionally or currently has CMU block that's painted white and blue. So that is being replaced with a Acme garnet brick. And due to the size of these, I have to, here you can see the example of the brick as proposed. And here are the renderings for the proposed changes to this building.
So here, this elevation would be standing at the corner of Mill and Main, looking down Mill and Main Street, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
I have that orientation right.
Yeah, City Hall.
Well, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns?
Any plans for signage to come after?
I would
Yes, they would. Right. They would have signage coming, but it's not part of this package.
I don't know if they have it all leased out yet, but that would just come individually as the businesses, correct? Just as each business or retail space is filled? Okay.
It would be technically under one, technically, I guess, one ownership, but yes, there might be 2 to 3 businesses that could end up coming in with separate names in there. So correct.
So it'd be like a so we'd follow the same guides as that we have with other things down here that have multiple tenants.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is number one, I'm wowed by it. I think it's extremely attractive. I think it really holds to the kind of the goals that we're trying to accomplish. It's respectful of the old use, and it's going to be full of all sorts of different new uses. I'd like to see that kind of carried over into the signage that ultimately goes up on it. The drive-through, the overhangs are all. It stands as a unit very effectively. I can't think of another word for that, but well done. And I hope that feel is kept in mind as we move forward.
I have a couple questions.
Yep.
Is the drive-through going to stay vehicularly accessible, or is that going to be filled in to just be pedestrian?
It would be pedestrian. Currently, there is no legal access to that with the drive. All the street curbs and so forth are going in, and I believe the new streetscape is kind of blocking it off anyway. So we're using that as the pedestrian entrance and coverage. So, people coming in and out of the largest room of the building have a place to stay out of the weather.
Okay. And is there any exterior lighting proposed for this? I don't see any lighting on it at all.
Not as of yet. Most of the lighting we're looking at would be, we'll probably have some can lights up underneath that porte-cochere, and then as far as on the sides and so forth, that we'll probably come back with the signage package and the lighting at the same time.
Okay. That was all I had. No real concerns with either. Just curiosity looking at the rendering. So I'm good with it. I guess move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Everybody was in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
And for the record, Randy Tetzloff is not any changes as before in favor.
Can you repeat that, Michelle?
Yes, member Randy Tetzloff is here now, and so we had all 4 in favor. I just wanted to make sure we captured that.
I saw the thumbs up. Okay, great. Well, it looks great. It's going to definitely make that corner stand out and fit in with the rest of the block. I'm excited. Looks good.
Awesome. Looks real good.
Isn't that great?
Very good.
Okay, let me jump back
Thanks
up.
a lot.
Sorry, back over to my minutes. I think that was it. So we have agenda item number 5, and that's adjourned, unless there was any other questions or anything else that anyone had.
Move to adjourn.
Okay. Do we have a second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Nobody's opposed. We're all in favor of adjourning. Thank you.
Thank you all much.
Yeah. Bye. Y'all good one.
Thanks, guys.